is the extra level of scrutiny that you're going to be under. As
that was a dangerous one there from Faker, but Owner is going to be here. Killer Instinct going to be thrown out, and that is Owner just picking up the kill. Good bait to come through there, and Showmaker really wanted it. And the kill.
Else that maybe that works, but the first time we've seen Lucid not be on the same page of the rest of his team as Kellen.
Yeah, can he find the Bone Skewer is the question. He decides instead to throw Showmaker back. The arrow is going to be picked up, and there is the kill. Owner comes on in and takes down the Akali, but Faker does burn down as well, so D+ are on the board, but I think that T1 are on the board once again, unless Kellen can get himself out, and it looks like he should be able to do so. Gives him really finding the most of the benefit. Is aiming down to 50%. This could be diveable. They have Fate's Call, remember.
So just waiting. Oh, gotta hit that one. Not gonna be the case, and no real opportunity is aiming!
Just dead. Okay.
Well, there's still some opportunities for DK. I don't think this one is done just yet.
Ooh, Carrier could be in a lot of trouble here. Another ult does go basically nowhere. The arrow is going to fly through, though, as Lucid gets himself a permafrost, but he's still tanking the turret. Faker is going to be taken down first, though, and Lucid, another couple of autos need to be there, but the volley is blocked. And now Showmaker looks for it, doesn't find the backflip shuriken, and Carrier will stay alive. Kellen not so lucky.
Even in that one, I guess, as we go back to the previous one, and they are lucky that they're even able to get the kill with the Ignite there, right? Because it would have been a worst-case scenario if another kill goes over. And I really have to commend this play is just a rousing success as Kellen.
Yeah, Kellen is very dead. We could probably surmise what happened there. Kellen was trying to do vision thing.
Out very safely. Dragon is about to come up here, and DK really were looking for this trap.
Yeah, arrow is going to snag Kellen there, and he's just dead. Just no chance. And he almost got himself out of the way, but Enchanted Crystal Arrow hitbox has been a thing.
Targets on the enemy team. If you can get past the front line.
Aiming. Gonna have to flash, and does also have to cleanse because the arrow still clips him. And Kellen now going to be at the mercy of Carrier as well. Gumayushi catches up to, oh my goodness, just Pierce Rend, and he's dead. And yeah, Carrier will now shut them out of their own night here. Wow.
That is, yeah, I mean, you're a Fed Kalista. The enemy tank is not in the best of places at the moment.
And also, like, their engage is the Glacial Prison.
It is.
And you just avoid that as Empress Divide is going to throw Lucid underneath this turret. Carrier just free firing, but they do manage to take down Faker, and there's the double for Carrier as well. Zeus now looking for this, does find the third Q, and aiming. Gonna miss another ultimate. It is, and Zeus is running real quickly.
It's a 1v2!
It is. And Aiming's now melee range with a Kasante, and now he's dead. Kingen is now Mini-Nar as well. Able to get out of the way of a few of these Qs, though, and Zeus is going to get flashed on. There it is, the boomerang to the back of the head. That was very close to a 2 for 9.
Well as the Fate's Call, but I don't think that alone will be enough to dissuade T1. They do still have a lot of the other team fight ultimates available.
Oh, arrow going to connect once again as Faker just scoops in the Pyke, who's dead mid-push over the wall.
Kingen has Meganar, like, it's now or never for DK, but...
Oh no, Lucid has to Arctic Assault himself out of this. There's going to be no smite in the pit, and Kingen's Meganar is running out. You can see low health bar here onto Owner, but it's still just ticking down, and Carrier is just pushing the jungler away. He's going to solo him. And now Steadfast Presence means you're not making it out of this one. Zeus going to pull the Nara around. And Showmaker, can you be the hero is the question. Looking to get over the wall, but he's not going to get there. Owner just being Poppy and avoiding death as Carrier says he's the 80 carry now as he takes down Aiming. Another solo kill. He's 7-0-5. Because he's just taking poke damage here from Faker. The flash in, Faker, Emperor's Divide onto 3, and he's going to be absolutely fine. Owner finds a double knock-up. The arrow sails by majestically, and Kellen is off on the side. He's not going to be able to stop this Nexus turret from going down, and not going to be able to do anything about this Nexus that's also about to explode. Aiming, going to die once again, and T1 will celebrate just before they finish the task. And that one did not quite work out there for D+.
And then you have a top-side matchup that I expect you'll be winning as well. So a lot has to come from Showmaker here, trying to find the early prio and maybe utilize that. Maybe that can be used to get out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Owner's looking to
I was
wrap
about to say,
around.
like,
That's
I imagine you just clear, yeah.
Well, you can see we're looking for a little bit of a knock-up already. The Ignite is down as aiming looks for the Q. The flash forward, and Kellen grabs first blood in the bottom lane. They took last game personally.
And the cannon wave, so Showmaker is going to have to pay for this. And they're not actually able to get a kill there. Area.
Yeah, Grand Entrance coming in. Another Ignite is down as well, but only one feather does pass through. Battle Dance going to have to be utilized here by Kellen. Uses the second charge as well as aiming, just taking shot after shot. The flash is late, but it's still going to be enough there as the Magnet Storm does pull back the Rakan. But Lucid looking for his opportunity. The flash forward doesn't work there from Kellen. The carrier not going to go aggressive. There's the Mantra and Cuba. Gumayushi sidesteps it. It's not going to be enough to keep him alive. And now carrier, I think, knows his fate. Looks for the tongue lash to try and find a cheeky little kill, but Showmaker might be gifted too. Aiming actually going to be the one that collects that as Faker continues to mow down the minions.
Overeager gets punished, and that'll be the second Drake going over to T1.
Unless its teleport is going to come in. There is the teleport, but this Drake is just going to go. Can they find a team fight on the back end, though, is the question. Mantra Q does a fair bit of work here as Showmaker looking to make his way over. Magnet Storm is the engage on top of him. The Shockwave is fantastic, but not enough damage. And the rail's going to go down all out onto Carrier as Kingen looks to catch up to him, but it does not work. Dissonance movement speed's going to be there. And Zeus, he's parked in the top lane. He's going to grab first turret blood.
His team got the mid lane turret, and he didn't even have to invest a summoner. Okay, now he should be dead.
Or at least have to flash, right? Well, he does. Yeah, there was a Vi there this time around. So cease and desist, making us look a bit silly. So
finally punished.
Yeah, there we go. Will be taken down. Absolutely loves any opportunity he gets to hop onto the Xayah. Same thing can be said for Kellen and his Rakan as he goes in once again. They're looking for Ona, who will get charmed by the quickness, and he looks to be going down. There we go, Lucid locks down that kill. Now Carrier going to be slowed up and is going to have to flash to get himself out of the way. Faker once again hitting turrets. Every time there's a fight, I feel like they're taking soming on. Going to hit it until they convince him not to. So Soul Point not going to be picked up by T1. They will break an inhibitor turret. They might also take down Carrier. That would certainly be a good thing here for D+, but it's the grander problem is your base is dying. That is grub value right there.
6 grubs!
Yeah. High as Lucid lying in wait. Off on the side, wanting to stop an Aatrox flank angle potentially. Now they're looking for Faker. Shockwave is just used on top of his head. Bit of a mistake there from the GOAT as Carrier devours him. And he's not going to be punished too much for that one as Zeus slinks into the brush. Oh my goodness, they get the ward down. The World Ender comes in and now the Feather Storm is there for aiming. That'll keep him safe for now as Ona is getting so low and Lucid dives on top of the Aatrox, but it's not going to be enough to stop him ripping them to shreds. They get the knockup, but is it going to be enough? The answer is no. He is just too big. And Ona able to jump in on top. It's a double kill for Faker as well, and somehow it's a clean ace.
There won't be any opportunity for Decay to really do anything against this. And this starts off so well, right? Because as mentioned, there is no change for Guma. Faker isn't able to actually, or rather ults himself, so doesn't actually get anything going. The Carrier devours him, sure, but it looks like there should still be an opportunity. And they know, they have a suspicion that Zeus is there, and it just doesn't matter, right? Like they try to focus down this Aatrox. Luce doesn't hit the Q, but ults, follows up with the ult immediately, but it just isn't enough. As the moment Aatrox starts resetting, you're just not ever going to win that team fight. The backline of T1 is completely safe amidst all this. Aiming also doesn't actually get the perfect cooldown, right? Like you're looking ideally to really shred for the entire enemy team. But wasn't really an angle there, and you can see, like, what do you do?
Yep, no translation needed for that one. That was not exactly what D+ were aiming for. Top lane and grab another one there. Possibly a flank angle coming in here from Kellen as there's the quickness. The Devour comes out immediately. Faker in relative safety. There's the Shockwave as well. They're trying to keep themselves alive, and it's a good redemption as Ona will be punished. So D+, they invest a whole lot of their health.
And bringing us to that third game is Lucid.
Yeah, look at the angle here. Doesn't have cease and desist available. Will be able to find the Vault Breaker into Faker. Goes golden once again. Knock up not going to work out there for Kellen as Carrier just walks at him menacingly. And, okay, Kingen, can you make this one happen? They managed to take down the Tahm Kench. Zeus Once again, he gets himself into the fight, Aiming taking all of the damage in the universe. But the Casante's doing some Casante things. Faker able to take him down in the end. But look at this. The world does seem to be ending here as Showmaker tries to put him on a leash. It's not quite working. At least he's able to slow him down. As the Inner Flame comes out once again, and Zeus does need to be careful, so he will back away.
And that's as good as you're going to get. DK actually
might have some opportunities to get something done.
Yeah, the only downside is that Showmaker, by making these plays for his team, has actually been behind his Faker.
Okay, they're going for the angle here. His quickness into the backline. Kellen just taking so many arrows, and Gumayusi's going to lock that one down. Ona getting himself in there as Kerry gets a knock up onto Aiming. Good feather pull, but Kerry is just keeping him out of the fight. Lucid now trying to be a frontline for him as they dive on in. Kerry gets a double knock up, and the flashes are now raining in, but they've lost the Xayah, and that means they've lost the fight. Carrier looks like a solo laner, and he also thinks like one as well as he looks for the 1v1 against the low health Kingin. Kingin is the Casante, right? So he's feeling okay about it. Zeus gonna have to come on over and finish the job, but it is going to work out. Ocean Soul gonna be gifted to T1, and that may have just been the metaphorical straw.
Everything's a subscription
model
nowadays.
These days, subscription models. Anyway, D+ going to try to convince Ona to leave the area, but instead they are opting in for this kill onto the Aatrox. He does just pop like a balloon. That's what happens when you can't push your buttons. T1 are just going to destroy this bottom inhibitor turret. DK going to look to try and back, and they got an Aatrox once again.
4-2-0 here, putting them in first place.
Yeah, there's the grand entrance. They're going to be able to find a little bit of Flipperoonie onto Faker here, who does manage to Zhonya's. There's the Devour, though. And Aiming trying to just keep Zeus at arm's length. He might be able to do so as he dashes away and not going to quite work out there. T1 still have some Nexus turrets to deal with. Maybe the Eulogy started a little early there, Atlas.
Hold up.
Well, this inhibitor's going to go down, so it's 3 inhibs. So maybe the Eulogy just needs to be extended a little bit longer.
Be coming in.
Yeah, Teleport is going to bring Faker back in once again. Featherstorm going to come down as Kerry just standing on top of him. There goes Kellen. And Gumayusi, he's still alive. He's still got full health as Aiming is just going to get CC'd and destroyed. There's the double. Showmaker's up, but he's going to miss the Q, and the Wrath of the Dragon comes out of Faker. They will be able to take down the Nexus. T1 2-0 against D+, and they will claim first place in the LCK.